Watch this compilation of breathtaking aerial and ground footages depicting the extent of destruction that was caused by the 6.1 magnitude earthquake that struck eastern Afghanistan on August 31, 2025, at around 11:47 p.m. local time, leading to around 1,500 deaths and 3,500 injuries. The footages not only give vivid views of the damage that more than 8,000 homes in this mountainous region suffered on that disastrous night, but also reveal crucial details about life in rural Afghanistan, especially how Afghan villages are organized, how homesteads are set up, and how houses in rural Afghanistan are built. As you may already be aware, this is a remote mountainous region that is predominantly inhabited by poor Afghans who are largely isolated and are far away from key social amenities and infrastructure like electricity and accessible roads, and this has largely impacted how these villages are organized. To this far, perhaps you may have already noted that the villages are organized in widely spaced nucleated settlement patterns, where houses are closely packed together in compact clusters from village to village, mainly around hilly or raised areas. This is largely influenced by the region's landscape, whereby its mountainous and rocky terrain limits the agricultural land available for farming purposes, and thus nucleated settlements around hills and raised areas maximize farmland available for cultivation of various crops. And talking of agriculture, perhaps you may have already noticed that the predominant crop in these Afghan villages is maize, which is cultivated almost in every village, and perhaps this shows the drastic transition that Afghan farmers have made in shifting from opium cultivation to maize farming since the Taliban's coming to power. The setting of settlements on hills and raised areas is also influenced by necessity to keep houses safe during rainy seasons, and in cases of sporadic flash floods that normally sweep clean most of these valleys when they occur. And again, as you may have probably already observed, the prevalent house structures are mud brick houses, popularly known in the region as paksa. The houses that can go multiple stories high in some villages are made from compacted stones, sun-dried mud bricks, or just mud that is mixed with dry grass or straw, in some cases with intermittent layers of wood that provide reinforcement to the walls for durability. This adobe construction method makes sure that even in the absence of better construction materials like cement, steel, roofing sheets or better roofing tiles due to poverty, the houses are well suited for extreme climatic conditions, providing natural insulation to keep interiors cool in summer and warm in winter. Unfortunately, the temporary nature of the houses, coupled with their location where they cling on rugged slopes of the hills, largely contributed to the massive destruction that the structures suffered during the earthquake, with many villages in affected Kunar, Nangarhar, Lakman and Nuristan provinces being flattened, and what used to be houses being turned into piles of rubble, sand and dust. And considering the remoteness of the region, as well as the isolation and inaccessibility of the villages by road due to lack of the same as influenced by the many hills, mountains and deep valleys, the victims of the earthquake who needed specialized medical care could only be rescued by Afghanistan Air Force helicopters that mainly responded to the desperate calls on the wake of Monday, September 1, 2025.